So heading into the American Grand Prix weekend last week, I don't think anybody was expecting that result. I think that result now makes Max Verstappen firm favourite for the 2021 title. So in this video, we'll do a brief recap, what we learned from the weekend, some notable mentions, my rating on the race, and what's next on the 2021 season. So without further ado, let's begin. Also, whoa. Before we begin, like and subscribe below as well. You know how much it helps. Just hit the button, don't even think about it. It really helps me out. And you can get more content like this as well if you do. It was a dream start for Lewis Hamilton, getting a much better start than Max Verstappen, going up the inside, both not wanting to give in, but Hamilton getting the upper hand. Perez challenging his teammate Verstappen for second place. Anyone other than Perez, I think Verstappen would have fallen to third. McLaren and Ferrari were constantly jostling in their heated battle for third in the constructors, with Norris, Ricciardo, Sainz and Leclerc all battling for position. It could have ended in tears, all four drivers were going for broke, but you know, those four drivers have too much quality to collide on the first lap. So Verstappen came in early for his first stop, lap 11, in an attempt to undercut Lewis.
Verstappen is coming in then for the undercut on Mercedes. Tyres getting hot. He's decided he doesn't want those hot tyres for any longer, so let's put a set of hards on the car.
This set the tone for Verstappen's very aggressive strategy that race. Hamilton came in 3 or 4 laps later to make his pit stop. He probably would have liked to go a little bit longer, but with Sergio Perez in behind in third, he pitted straight after Verstappen, so Hamilton had to cover up that undercut from Perez, otherwise he could have fallen back to third. That's the advantage of having 2 drivers up at the front. You can really gang up on that one driver, and Perez last few races has definitely done a better job being wingman than Bottas has to Hamilton. And then we had a nice little moment with Fernando Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen, both rolling back the years in that nice little battle at turn 1.
Well, it's been a thrilling battle all year long between the 2 young pretenders to Michael Schumacher's crown, but we've not seen them wheel to wheel all year. The circumstances are very different.
Lap 30 came around and Verstappen made his second early pit stop. Not only to cover off Lewis, well, because his tyres were running out as well, so he had to make that stop so he'd get that advantage, knowing Hamilton would be pitting later. 8 laps later, Hamilton was in to make his second stop. He stretched his stint as far as possible to give him the best chance at the end of the race on fresher tyres. Mercedes nailed his pit stop and he came out with an 8-second deficit to make up. Carlos Sainz and Daniel Ricciardo got a little bit too close for comfort and made contact as they once again demonstrated how heated the battle is getting between Ferrari and McLaren for that 3rd place in the constructors. Catching is one thing, passing is another, as the great Murray Walker once said, and that was the case today. Hamilton reeled in Verstappen, got within 1 second just, but couldn't get close enough to make the pass. His best chance came when Mick Schumacher was in no hurry to get out of the way for Verstappen in the final sector of the penultimate lap, but Max Verstappen prevailed to take his 8th victory of the season and double his championship lead. Like I said before, it puts him in a very strong position now, and it was a great drive from the Dutchman.
For second, the charge got close, but not quite close.
Right then, 3 things we learned from the weekend. First of all, Ricciardo's Monza win was no fluke. He is back, and today proved it. Well, 2 days ago, or 1 day ago, depending on when I post this. But it was a great drive from him. 5th, I think, outperforming Norris. Norris was way behind Ricciardo, and Ricciardo doing his bit in the battle for 3rd with Ferrari. That all-important battle, because that 3rd place is so important in terms of prize money, and well, it's got to satisfy egos somewhere as well, hasn't it, getting 3rd. So Ricciardo's back, and second of all, reliability is wreaking havoc amongst the grid. You've got Mercedes struggling as well for some reason. I'm not sure the exact reason behind their reliability struggles, but Bottas has taken a lot of grid penalties. Hamilton may potentially have to take another one as well. And obviously we saw the Alpines both retiring. Alpines, sorry, need to get in the habit of doing that. But the Alpines both retired, the Renault engine letting them down. It was power unit related for both of them. But yeah, it's on a knife edge for a lot of teams, and we'll probably see some more penalties in the next few races as well. And Verstappen is now firm favourite for the 2021 title after that race. We've got 2 races coming up, Brazil and Mexico, both good for Verstappen, both good for Red Bull. So like I said before, Verstappen is in a very strong position now, 12 points ahead I think in the title. Okay, let's do some notable mentions from the race. So, Charles Leclerc had an excellent race, leaving his teammate and the 2 McLarens for dust in the background, and was even challenging Perez towards the end for that podium, gaining time on him. Once again proving, I think, that Ferrari has made a step forward with that power unit. I want to mention Sergio Perez as well, because I think he had a great race. Despite being 40 odd seconds behind Hamilton and Verstappen, his drink broke on the first lap, which meant he had no water, no drink for the whole race. And it was a great effort because it was north 30 degrees. So to get the podium, his 2nd consecutive podium, I thought that was a great drive. I think he's doing a much better wingman job of his teammate than Valtteri Bottas is. So yeah, I think Perez found some form again. I also think Hamilton and Verstappen deserve a mention as well, because they both drove great races, elevating each other to new levels, pushing each other as well. I think they both drove, like I say, great races. I think they probably both put that race in their top 3, top 4 races of the season, because you could tell they're both on the limit for the whole race. Okay, now for my rating of the race. Now, although it wasn't kind of conventionally an exciting race, there wasn't a lot of crashes, there was plenty of overtaking and jostling in the midfield, and the battle at the front between Verstappen and Hamilton, a strategic battle as well, had you hooked. You know, you didn't want to take your eyes off it, you didn't want to miss anything, and also it was a 2-stop race, so that added an extra layer to the strategy, which is always interesting, always exciting. So I'm going to give yesterday's race, well, 2 days, whenever this gets out, doesn't matter when.
I promise, like, and even it's been a weird these past few months, and knowing out.
I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I think 2015 was the best race we've seen at COTA, Circuit of the Americas. But this year, again, was good, and it was so good to be back in America as well. Seeing 400,000 fans across the 3 days. Great to see. That's why F1 needs to be in America for events like that. So what's next in this 2021 story? We've got Mexico, the Mexican Grand Prix in 2 weeks' time, 5th to 7th of November. Now you would think it would be a week after America, because technically Mexico and USA isn't that far away. But yeah, it's 2 weeks away. Verstappen, 12 points clear in the championship, going to a track that is a Red Bull stronghold, a Verstappen stronghold too. Mexico, they've always gone well there. Could Verstappen win again and potentially leave Mexico with almost a 20-point lead? It's that part of the world again, so it'll be another evening race if you're based in the UK. I can't wait. Now you've made it this far, which I hope you did, I've got a couple of requests. First of all, comment below how you think I can improve these review videos. Second of all, comment below who you think will win in Mexico, and what you would rate the USA Grand Prix out of 10.